Alright, so we're about to go up on the roof with Luis. We're gonna go up that way. And we got the Starlink right here. So let's go up on the roof and see. We're gonna open it up there. Alright, so here's the opening of the Starlink. Alright, so there is the plate that we need. So we're going to be removing that plate, and we're going to be using this one right here. There's really nothing to it. If this was at a house, all we do is just set it up like so, facing the right direction. It comes with the instructions here and the cable that we're going to need. So we have our own cable that we pre-run right there, so we're not gonna use that. We have a router, we have the power supply that's gonna power up the system, and again we have the bracket here. So we're gonna be removing the bracket that's in the back right there. Alright, so the idea is for us to mount this somewhere here. We're up on the roof right now, and it should be clear enough for any direction that we try to put it on there. So anywhere we put it, we should be able to get a good signal. While we're here, I'm going to show you also something that we did with point-to-point. So here we actually run a point-to-point from here all the way over there for some security cameras to cover that back area. So the options were to run a cable from there all the way back over here, but it's not easy to go in on that back over there, so we just decided to do a point-to-point all the way to the back, and here it is. The cables run all the way to the bottom. All right, let's get the satellite mounted, and I'll get back to you guys in a little bit. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the bracket out. This comes apart like this. This has a little knob right there where we're gonna put that together and tie that down. Once we tie it down, that does not allow it to move. So it's pretty straight right there. This is the bottom cover. So I'm not going to put that yet. I'm going to put that blank. And we have the base that goes on the satellite itself. So let's go ahead and get that portion moved. This bracket needs to come out, pushed this way. There it is. So I don't remember the other ones that we've done. I don't remember pulling this up, but in order for this thing to come out, you need to push it down and then you pull out. Now this bracket is going to go like this, pushed all the way in. The cable's going to go on the bottom there. And then this bracket is going to go like so right here. So let's see how that gets mounted here on this end. This we have to make sure, there it is. Once this is inside, it's really hard to take it out, so we don't want to make a mistake. We want to do it once, and that's it. So what I'm going to do first, we're going to figure out which cable we need over there. And then again, this is going to go like this. This is going to go, and once this is all done, cable coming into here. Once this is all done, we can push it all down, set the satellite, or the dish, and get it mounted. So I'll show you the next step once we get to it. All right, so here I have my router connected. Get the white light on. And right now we just have the router pending the Ethernet. We should be able to connect to the Wi-Fi in a few minutes. Alright, so this is where we're going to mount the satellite. All right, so we got the bracket mounted. Feels pretty secure right here. It's not going anywhere. All right, and it is already level, so that way we know that the satellite will be pointing in the right direction. All right, so we got the cable here. We're gonna go ahead and bring it through here. It's gonna pop on this side over here. This we're gonna tie down once we're ready. We're gonna bring the satellite over. And you will see the connector right there. We're gonna go ahead and connect it. And there it is. It's connected now. And now we're gonna slide it. And there it is. All right, so now we're just going to connect to the Wi-Fi and then of the router. Once we know that it's aligned or which way to align it, then at that point we will tie it down so it doesn't move anymore. This is what we used to tie it down, so you will see that this will not move. After that, we'll work on the cables and the cap on the bottom. All right. All right, so what we're looking at right now is the satellite trying to connect. While it's being aligned, it does take a minute until it boots up, and then it determines whether this is aligned properly or not. So let me pause it, and then we'll figure out whether we get that it's already properly aligned or we need to align it. All right, so it came back that the dish is not aligned, so let me see if we can move it around a little bit and see if we can get the alignment to where we need to. All right, so that shows where it needs to be aligned to, and yeah, that's it. So at this point we are covered in the area that is requesting to have it without any obstacles being in view. So now it's also looking to see if we have any obstacles in the way. So let's check if we have anything. And we have to select what we have, and you will notice that when we point to the top, it's going to tell you kind of where the satellites are coming from in the area that you're going to be able to capture. So right here we have some lines, but as you will notice, you know, we are okay. We're scanning the sky right now, and kind of gives us the results. Let's take a look at the results. And I'm gonna pause it until we get results. And there it is. It is showing our results right there. So basically we're well covered. All right, let me pause this, and now we're gonna go downstairs and do a speed test and connect it to the UDM. So I am on the roof right now, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna launch a quick speed test from the roof, since we are connected all the way through here, to see what speed we get. All right, so we are getting about 200 megs download, and this is from the roof of the building next to the satellite. So 240, that's really good. Okay, we're gonna take a look at the upload, and we're gonna get about 20. That's what you get with a cable modem, which I would say is really good. All right, I'm gonna go downstairs and connect everything up. I will continue to record the other portion. All right, guys. So yesterday we did a test from the roof of the satellite or the Starlink. So today what we're doing is we're doing a test, but here localized next to the router itself next to the rack. So here next to the rack, we have full signal. And again, we're getting about the same speed, 230. We also run the upload speed. And I wanted to do it here because we have a Spectrum modem next to it. So again, if we look at the milliseconds, it's around 44 milliseconds, ping time 38. So we're going to do a comparison to what Spectrum looks like. Now, this was a wireless test. Now, I'm connecting my Ethernet to my phone. It's an Ethernet adapter, and we're going to do the same thing, but now on Spectrum. So let's go ahead and compare to see what Spectrum comes back with. I expect to see more than 200, 300 megs, which we are getting. If you notice, the ping test is less and the latency is less. So if you're a gamer, obviously you want lower latency. So our test results came back at 269 by 20, right about 20. This is where we have the server right now and how we're connecting our network. We started doing some of the cleanup in the back of the rack yesterday, but not completed.